Morning.
Good morning.
I guess you've seen it then.
Of course, I get all the papers, read them religiously. Can't let the news get by you. You'll lose touch. Besides, I would never let a piece of trash like this get me down.
Good.
No, Alex thinks she can destroy me. Well, the woman's going to learn very soon what destruction is by a master. That is if you're with me. That's why I asked you last night if I could count on you. How, loyal you're willing to be.
Look, Carlo, I know you're going through it.
No, come on. Don't give me one of your,
No.
polite refusals.
No,
Well, you
you're
just...
wrong.
What?
I was going to tell you last night, but the timing seemed a little off.
All right, go ahead.
Since I've been out of Statesville, there hasn't been many people that have even bothered with me. But since the day you showed up, you've been there, offering me help, helping my family, telling me I had potential, giving me an opportunity to make some real money. That meant a lot. Now you want my loyalty? Well, I don't care what they say. I don't care if you are Poseidon. You need me. I'm here.
Tonio, you'll never know what that means to me.
If you just say the word, I'll do it.
Wonderful.
So, tell me something. Is it true?
What?
Am I sitting across from the one and only famous Poseidon?
I'm not asking all that much, Hank.
Oh, yeah, right.
Andy,
Hey.
I know there's a whole lot of reporters out there yelling for a
They're getting pretty rowdy out there. So what's the deal with Alex? Has she been arraigned yet?
Look, we're sort of in a holding pattern.
Well, has she given up any more information on Hester?
No, she wants immunity from a misappropriation of funds charge.
Oh, it makes sense to me. What, do you expect her to give him up for nothing? I'm telling you, we get her to plea bargain, bring in Hesser, and then we give those reporters one hell of a story.
What's your rush? I say let's stick it to both of them. You give me 24 hours, I will give you Alex and Hesser, all wrapped up and just ready for the slammer.
Oh, come on, I've heard this before. All right, look, I will give you 12 hours, but that is it. And then I'm going to do a deal to get Hesser.
12? Okay.
Fine. All right, now the $64,000 question is, what do we tell the reporters?
I don't know. Let's just tell them how great it is to see them again.
That should fly. Look, Andy.
Yeah.
Alex, she's in 3. I want you to go and make sure that we're recording every word.
Sure.
All right?
And then tell the hounds from hell that we're ready for them. Turn them loose, sir. Here's what I think we should do, Hank. We don't say a word till we see the little sprockets on their recorders just turning.
Are we going to see an arrest on Hannah's son get access to the mail? What charges are being filed against the man?
Being offered a deal.
Gentlemen, please, we need a statement.
I know someone who's a little miffed with you this morning, my friend.
Good. I'm more than a little miffed the way I was treated. I was set up. I was humiliated. Has everyone forgotten that I can give it back as good as I get it?
Well, I hope you're not going to say hurtful things about all your friends.
Well, of course not. I need my real friends.
Well, I'm sure you'll have them there to wish you well, if you treat them well.
I will. I need to make bail. If these fascists ever give me an opportunity to be arraigned. I need some money. Some money for the bail and some money for a retainer. I want the best lawyer on the East Coast. And I will need my friends.
Well, I'll do all I can, but money's a little tight right now. You have other friends, though, don't you?
The only friends I have, RJ, are people who want something from me.
Well, maybe you better call them up anyway. I mean, does anyone come to mind? don't like the way his eyes are bugging out of his head.
Who, me? Guilty?
Problem is, Commissioner Buchanan and his pet monkey Andy locked me out of headquarters last night.
Well, that's disgusting.
Yeah. Here, I got a front page, sells a zillion copies. I don't have any details on the inside.
Well, that's never stopped you before.
You're funny. Some editor-in-chief you are. What have you done for me lately?
Hey, wait a minute. There you go. I think it was my idea to have those two very sick little kids on page 3 to guarantee $1,000 for their research, for their disease, for everyone who accepts our invitation to our bash.
It was a good idea.
Yeah.
Now we're the biggest thing since the Kennedys. Reminds me, I gotta get a car for that night.
That's funny, Todd. You want your bottom?
Hello.
Good morning, Todd. It's Mayor Buchanan.
Well, hello there. Tell me something. The food there still tastes like greasy rubber?
Well, since I'm fasting to protest my innocence, I really wouldn't know. But I do know that if you want the whole story on Poseidon, I can give it to you. Are you interested?
Mayor Alex Hesser's going to talk to me as soon as I can get there. How about that, huh? Maybe I can get some details for that front page story.
What a concept. A story that actually elaborates on a headline. You know what, Todd? We could start something new in journalism.
That's funny. I got a meeting later. There's 2 loser newspapers for sale in New Jersey, so I'm going to buy them.
Wow.
Put them with the ones I got in New York, start my new chain. Our new chain.
Did you hear that, Star? Did you hear your daddy? Yeah, that's exciting. Daddy and I are gonna start a new life with you on the top of the world.
You know, what if they arrest Carlo Hesser before the night of the party?
So what if they do?
No, I want him there. Top gangster. That's a big draw.
The man kidnapped our little girl. You couldn't have put him away fast enough as far as I'm concerned. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Look, Todd, I know the thought of someone taking our little girl, it makes me shake, too.
I'm not shaking it. I'll see you later. I gotta go.
Now, this time I have very little to offer you, other than to say that contrary to the headlines in The Sun, the mayor has not offered us any evidence that we can use against Carlo Hesser.
These charges against the mayor, how serious are they?
Very.
And if she's convicted, she'll do hard time.
So she's probably open to a plea bargain, right?
Look, we haven't talked about that, all right? And we probably won't until after her arraignment, which unfortunately has been postponed for a while.
Mr. Gannon, why hasn't a plea bargain been offered?
Yeah, the voters can take care of the mayor.
The big fish is Poseidon, right, Hank?
All right. Commissioner, why don't you take that one?
Well, as far as proving who Poseidon really is and making an arrest that will really stick, we are pursuing many other avenues in addition to a plea bargain.
What are those avenues?
We're not going to talk about what the avenues are right now, so
Well, then how did Elliot Durbin die?
carbon monoxide poisoning.
Suicide.
We will know once we see the autopsy report from the coroner.
Homicide?
We will know once we see the autopsy report
Carlo
from the
Hesser
coroner.
being implicated in Durbin's
That's
death.
about all I can say right now, folks. Thanks a lot. As soon as we have something more concrete, we will call you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
we're getting back. No more hanging around the hallway. Please move it on out, you guys. It's okay. Let's go. Let's move it. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Uncle Bo. You know what, Kev? You know, about 20 years ago, I remember I used to take you fishing. And even then, you would ask me things like, why is the sky blue? Why is this tree growing over here? Why isn't it growing over there? Where do we get fish in Wormsprout? In other words, you drove me nuts then too, Kev.
I'm sorry, but because of this guy, Hesser, Poseidon, whoever, I spent some time in an Irish jail. Not to mention that about a month later, he tried to blow up half of Landview. And let's not even talk about what he did to my mother.
And you want your story.
I want Poseidon.
Like we don't.
Come on, Hank. Kevin has earned his chance.
Nobody's denying that.
But you're denying us access to the mayor. We need to speak to her.
I'm not denying you anything. She decides who she wants to speak to. She's under arrest. I'm not going to tell her to have a press conference.
I don't care what Alex says. I'm going in to see her.
Antonio, this Poseidon, as you must know, is a creation of mythology. It is a figment of someone's imagination.
Right.
Alex always had a very active, fertile imagination.
I guess so.
I'm a romantic at heart. When I love with my whole heart. From the depths of my soul. That's why when I'm betrayed, I fall so very far, so very hard. I love this woman more than anything in the world.
And she betrayed you.
Oh, not only that, she's betraying me again with lies. Now, it's time Alex learned what it costs to try and hurt me.
Congratulations, Andy. Nice to see you back on the job.
Yeah, thanks, you guys.
Really, Andy, it's nice to see you. Anytime, anywhere, really.
Well, thanks again. Now get off my desk.
Oh. Okay. Look, Andy, why don't you take us down the hall and get us into Alex's room? Just open the door, push us in, and walk away. Nobody will know.
You're kidding, right? God, you never change. The answer is no. Alex isn't seeing anybody from the front.
Hello, Manny. Something I can do for you?
Actually, it's the other way around. But I'll get back to you. Well, it isn't my nephew, and... No, wait a minute. Don't tell me. It'll come to me.
Did you see the Sun this morning? All headline, no article.
No, I think I'm like a lot of people, Kevin. I've stopped buying the Sun. You see, it's like lottery. You have to get lucky to get anything out of it.
Listen to you two. You're just jealous. But hey, get all the cheap shots you can in now, because for the next few days, you guys are going to be playing catch-up. Your office will call me and ask for permission to reprint my articles.
What articles?
I'm here because Alex is giving me an exclusive.
Oh, really? Well, gosh. Andy, what was that you said about, Alex and any visitors?
Right. Alex isn't seeing anyone in the press.
That's an absolute directive, Todd. So in order for you to get into that room, you're going to have to go through the three-headed dog.
We'll see about that.
I should be here any minute. Thank you for coming.
You know, Alex, an old man told me once, says when the summer has gone on too long and it's hot, just too much heat, the hornet can get all stirred up. Ornery is all get out. And it'll sting you just because you're standing there. You know what I'm saying?
Then that hornet should be exterminated.
No. See, it'll just sting you worse if you try that. What is your choice? Hank, that is so tacky. Is that the only way you can get your drawings?
RJ, what was all that talk about a hornet?
It's just the end of a very strange story.
Another visitor request from Her Majesty in there.
Look, Todd, we both want this Poseidon, Hester, whoever, so it really doesn't matter who gets the story first. Because unfortunately, we're both sharing on this one.
None of us get in to see Alex, Todd.
I see. So we're all like on the same team or something. We're comrades.
Hey, Alex will see you. Now I gotta warn you, though, the room is being monitored.
What? Why is he getting to go in there?
I'm sorry, Kevin. The prisoner decides who she wants to see, not me.
Oh, you know, it's a really good thing that we're all comrades, because otherwise a little thing like this would make you really angry.
Believe this.
I don't believe this.
All right. No, it's not worth losing it because Todd paid for an interview from Alex. Now, listen, there's more to this article than Alex.
Yeah, Hester, but he's not giving interviews.
No, Elliot Durbin.
Gee, Cass, you know what? I don't think he's giving interviews either.
Kevin, the preliminary report said suicide, carbon monoxide poisoning. But what if it wasn't suicide? Carlo Hester is mixed up in this thing. He always covers his tracks.
He tries to.
Which way to the medical examiner's office?
It's in the basement. Come on.
Go.
Antonio, this is cocaine. I want you to take it to the Palace Hotel and plant it in Alex's room. I sprinkle some on the bottom of a couple of her purses, hide some in a drawer somewhere. Well, you know, whatever. Now, this should definitely discredit her. I mean, if we start believing lies of drug addicts, well, I mean, what can I tell you? I mean, this is kind of,
Right.
Come on, what's the matter? You seem reluctant.
No, not at all. Actually, I'm just thinking maybe I should stop along the way and pick up a little something extra. A Coke spoon.
Excelente!
I should probably get on this right away.
Yeah, go. Wonderful. Wonderful. Good.
Dr. Lowe?
Yes?
Hi, Kevin Buchanan, Cassie Carpenter from the Banner.
Yes?
Have you finished the autopsy on Dr. Durbin's body yet?
Yes. Well, was it carbon monoxide poisoning? That's what the commissioner is stating.
Yes, carbon monoxide poisoning.
Now, in cases like this, is it always suicide?
What do you mean? What she's saying is people don't usually get murdered that way, do they?
Look, I'm very busy, and I can't comment until I've gone over my findings with the district attorney. We'll do that later this afternoon. You're going to have to find another story somewhere else. This area is restricted to police personnel. Excuse me.
Thank you for your time. I'm sorry to bother you.
We'll just get on out of here. Come on.
Would you care to join me?
Need to ask?
If you get faint, breathe deeply through your nose and exhale through the mouth.
Thank you. If I faint, you get the byline on this one. What if you faint? Oh, woo! How did you do that? Would you look at that?
Something tells me you like bunnies, little star. And if you do, peekaboo, and round we go.
Oh, look at this. Your favorite is a little bunny, Star. Looky. Something isn't right here. How did you know that bunnies were my daughter's favorite? How did you know her name? Who are you? Tell me who you are now or I'll call the police.
So how many copies of The Sun did we sell today?
It did good. It's going to do better tomorrow if you can back up what you said here with details.
I have no doubt about that. Now, since I'm selling so many newspapers for you, what are you going to do for me?
Now, do I look like the checkbook journalism kind of guy?
Yes. As a matter of fact, you do.
It's going to be a blockbuster story, considering that it's about Poseidon after all.
Well, won't you lose your credibility if I have to pay you for the story? I mean, you are going to tell me the truth here, right?
Oh, Todd, are you going to give me the money for the fees and the bail, or do I have to find someone else who will?
There's no need to do that.
My pockets run deep.
I heard that about your pockets.
So what kind of deal are we talking about here?
Got a pencil? I'll show you.
Nice guy, huh? Got me planting evidence now.
In Alex's bedroom?
Yeah. Look, I'm telling you, the guy's worried. Otherwise, why would he sink so low?
We'll see if Alex is a druggie, then who's gonna believe her? I hate to say it, I think it's a pretty good idea.
If you're slime like Hesser, I guess so.
I don't know, I think it's a pretty good idea, even if you're not a slime like Hesser.
What?
I've been trying to figure out a way to make Alex give up Carlo without granting her immunity. Now, if Carlo wants to see this little thing happen, I say let's go ahead and let it happen. If Alex thinks that she's facing drug charges on top of embezzlement, then maybe she'll tell us what we want to know. And then I can offer to drop the drug charges if she offers to cooperate.
Yeah, right.
What?
You know, you cops are something. I gotta admit. I mean, I pull a fast one. I go to Statesville. You guys plant evidence, and it's all cool just to get her to talk, right? You know she's innocent, and you know the stuff doesn't belong to her.
Antonio, Alex is a lot of things. Innocent is not one of them. We just want to scare answers out of her. We're not going to prosecute her for the drugs. Okay? I know we're onto something, though. Something's going our way. It's going to happen soon. I can feel it.
Yeah, me too. RJ's even talking about how Carlo's not going to be around much longer. Telling you the guy's coming unglued. You better wrap this up fast.
We've got cryptographers that are trying to find a code in that book from Ireland. And Elliot Durbin's body is in the autopsy lab right now as we speak.
Durbin? What happened?
Preliminary report says suicide. I guess he went in his garage, sucked up a little carbon monoxide. But you never know when a guy crosses somebody like Carlo.
Now, you're telling me. Look, I'd better go.
All right. Antonio, you watch your back.
I will.
Are you out of your mind?
Something wrong?
Look, the son will pay your legal fees, but you want this much on top of that?
I have personal needs.
But like what, like a new car every day? No.
Do you see this?
That hurt?
I can tell you where, when, and why Poseidon did this to me. I know all of the secrets about Poseidon. I'm talking about his sex life, his money, his power, everything. All the things that it takes to sell lots and lots of newspapers, Todd.
Okay, fine. It's a deal. Let's get started.
I'm not saying a word till the money's in my escrow account.
I like you. You're my kind of woman.
Thanks.
They just made a deal, and I haven't the foggiest idea why, or what she's gonna tell him. But even if I have to grant her immunity for the rest of her life, I'll do it. I want Carlo Hesser, and she's the one who can deliver him.
Johnny D. Hesser. Oh, my son, my son. Antonio Vega will never replace you. But I'm all alone now. He's the only one I can trust.
Tonio. Hello?
Hi.
I know. It's always a sad day. Father Irizarry said such a lovely mass for him this morning.
Oh, today's,
Strange, isn't it? The air is so crystal clear. Maybe it was just like this 9 years ago, the day your father died, huh?
So Father Irizarry said a mass for Papi today, huh?
Hmm.
That was nice.
Oh, he always does. Every year.
Is he okay?
Yes. Just, you know, all the other times I would sit there, listen, let all my memories of your father wrap around me. And then I would pray to God and thank him for the years that I had with him. And then I would talk to your father because I knew that he was smiling.
What do you mean all the other times? Not today?
No. Today I prayed to God that he couldn't see. That he didn't know that you were. I'm sorry.
Papi had a stroke because of me. The cops busting down the door saying I was a killer. Mommy, I know you're hoping that Papi doesn't know about some of the choices I've made lately. But maybe, just maybe, Papi understands what I'm doing more than any other people do right now.
Maybe. I will never understand. So, I pray. Today when I pray for your father's immortal soul, I pray for yours too.
Gracias.
You know, your father was a very simple, good man, inside and out. You, on the other hand, are very complicated. But you're good inside. I'm sure of that. It just hurts to see what's on the outside. Surrounded by all that evil. So I pray.
Nothing like the first smell of formaldehyde right before lunch, huh? I wouldn't do that. Told you.
I hope they found what they were looking for.
Come on over here and help me find what we're looking for.
Right. Diaz in Durban or dead or...
Or a dog, like Carlos' lapdog. Probably ripped his hand after he kissed his finger. Or how about D for damn straight to hell for what he did to me?
What are you doing?
What are we doing? What are we doing?
That is my question, yes.
Oh, doctor, it feels really... Oh.
Oh, my God! Stop it! Oh, John!
I mean it. How did you know that my little girl's name was Star? Well, how do you know all these things about her?
Well, Zeus would be the last person to deny his magical talents, but, rabbits? Kind of standard for magicians.
No. You knew her name. You called her star. And then you pulled a string of stars from your sleeve and you gave it to her. Well, I'm sorry. I'm really, I'm so sorry. I guess I'm just a little paranoid. See, my precious little girl was kidnapped a while ago.
No kidding. Kidnapped. It's terrible. But you got her back.
Yes. Yes. We got her back.
Well, look, I was way off base walking up and doing my act for your kid like that. Sometimes I just don't think, you know. I'm gonna take off and leave you alone.
No, please. I'm so sorry. I mean, the park is for everyone, and you're so good. You know, I don't think we've seen you here around the park, have we?
No, I'm new in town.
Oh.
From Europe.
Oh.
The name is Zeus.
Zeus?
Yes, I studied with the great Corazon. Then traveled a lot, performing in all the great cities. Paris, London, Rome, Vienna.
Well, were you a part of a troupe or something?
No, just me and my trunk. You know, it was nice not having a place to call home. It was free, but you know, eventually it got kind of old. I started to feel like I should find a place and settle down. You know?
Yeah, that's important.
And no, it is, but it's hard to find.
Yeah.
You know, people lose interest, move on. I mean, not that I blame them, but everybody needs something. Someone to hang on to.
Yes. I know what you know what? If you really want to meet people, my husband and I are throwing this really big party. How would you like to come and entertain for a whole bunch of new people?
How like that? Kevin, wake up. Open your eyes. Kevin, wake up. Doctor, I'm really worried. Oh my goodness. He could be dying. Help me.
He fainted. Slap him. No, do it hard.
Okay.
Harder.
Doctor, I think, I'm really worried about him. He's such a weak person. Could you please help me? He faints all the time. He sees blood.
Reporters always do. See a dead body, boom. I keep smelling salts here.
Okay.
You two weren't supposed to be here. I told you that.
I know, but he's such a weak
We're out of salts. I'll find some ammonia, splash it on his face. That'll wake him up.
That's a great idea. Thank you.
He's gonna do what? He's gonna splash ammonia on my face? What am I, a linoleum floor? But he's not a doctor for the living. You know, Cassie, it really hurt when you were smacking me there. Let me see.
Oh, thank you so much. But now, do me a really big favor. Every time Kevin passes out, it takes a long time for him to wake up, so would you please use a lot of ammonia, okay?
Okay.
Great.
Oh, where am I?
Take it easy. Just wait a minute. Here, let me put some of this. Here.
Get away from me.
You shouldn't try and move too quickly.
I'm not.
Hey, what were you two doing in here anyway? I told you, you can't be in here.
It was her. I told her we
This area is restricted.
I'm sorry, Dr. Cassie. Let's leave now. Ow! How many times do I have to tell you this? I'm sorry.
Andy? Oh, I was really glad to hear that you got your job back. You must be really good at begging.
Did you just speak?
Alex told me all about Poseidon. It's too bad that cops couldn't make a deal with her and I could.
Look, I don't care how we catch him. Just so long as we catch him, okay?
Sounds personal. Oh, that's right, it is. See, I forgot. The little boy Lombardo decided that he'd rather be Carlo Hesser's boy toy than hang out with a blonde Latino wannabe. God, so West Side Story.
Mommy, I appreciate all your prayers. I do.
You don't have to say that.
I mean it. In fact, I could really use them right now.
Why? Because of Mr. Hesser or something else you're doing? Tonio, please, promise me one thing. If you ever feel that you're in danger or your soul is in danger, promise me that you will go into a church. Nothing can hurt you there. You'll be protected, I know. And I have to know that you're going to be safe. No matter what you're doing.
I will. And I promise you this. My life is not always going to be like this. Just hold on just a little bit longer, okay? This part of my life is going to end real soon. I promise.
Entertaining a bunch of Americans at a party, huh? Sounds fun.
Pay you very well.
Well, that sounds even better. What kind of things do rich Americans like? Is smoking still allowed on this side of the Atlantic?
Where did that come from? I mean, honestly, I mean, do you have a million things up your sleeve that you
Well,
could put whatever you wanted any time?
Are you a smoker, sir?
No, what the hell is going on here?
Andy, try to get anything out of Alex?
I don't know. Sorry.
Ooh, I hate Todd.
Oh, no, be charitable.
Okay, I dislike Todd immensely. How's the debt report say on Durbin?
Kevin, I only had it in my hands 30 seconds.
I know, but are you sure that it said there was a contusion to the right temporal lobe?
Yes. Sounds significant, don't you think?
Yes, I do. The only question is, did he get that bruise to the head while he was in the car trying to kill himself?
Or was he knocked unconscious and then shoved into the car?
And then somebody just gassed him, made it look like suicide.
That's my guess.
That's my guess, too. But we can't write an article on good guesses and nothing else. Elliot Durbin hit his head. Big deal. Is there anybody who can connect Elliot Durbin with Carlo Hesser?
My mother.
Yes, your mother.
Antonio! Hey, Antonio! Hey. It's you. Come on in. Come, I want to show you something. This was my son's. I think I'm gonna get one like this for Antonio. It's a gesture. Come on, he's committed. He came through for me.
Carlo, there's something you should know about Antonio.
This is for you, puppy. Bendición. God, deliver me from this evil.